DJ Brooks was a finalist in this year's Niagara's Top Comic Competition. He has performed in bars and clubs across Southern Ontario. He is also the co-host of Hilarity and the Horseshoe, a new program on television showcasing local comedians. He's accomplished all of this despite only starting comedy within the last year. It's that remarkable drive and determination that had me so excited to speak to the fastest rising name in Niagara comedy. My name is Mitch McBeaudry, and this is DJ Brooks on Laughs From the Strait. So, we are on our way to Rhapsody Barrel Bar in Kitchener-Waterloo, where you are performing tonight. So let's play a little bit of this or that to loosen you up, and then we'll get into that. So
make me say something aggressively bad off the hop.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Now, with my version of this or that, as I'm sure you know, whatever you don't choose gets thrown into the incinerator of the universe.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Same question as always, tacos or pizza?
That I would keep?
Yeah.
Pizza for sure. I love
Really?
tacos, but pizza's I got two little girls, man. Little Caesars is where it's at. Hot and ready's. Just, you got soccer practice, you just grab a hot and ready and go. Plus, I didn't grow up, but I went to university in Halifax. And what you did after a night out, right? You drank all the booze. Now you gotta get all the carbs to soak it up. And
wouldn't that be a donair?
Pizza it was donair or pizza. So there was a place called Pizza Corner. It's just an intersection in the middle of downtown Halifax. One corner is a church with an old brick wall, like half-size brick wall. And then 3 pizza shops on the other corner. So you would go get your donair or pizza, and then you'd sit on the brick wall at like 3 a.m. And the whole town did it. No one drove down there because the lines would be out into the middle of the road. So yeah, I couldn't do without pizza. It's like ingrained in me. I don't think I could keep drinking and not have pizza.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Cheap beer or craft beer?
Oh, craft beer can go. Boof, gone. Hate
Really?
it. Gross. No need for it. Anyone who drinks that stuff is drinking wrong. They don't understand what booze is for. Like, it's what I call it. It's Buckley's for your brain. It tastes awful, but it works, right? Like, they're not self-medicating properly. That's what beer's for. It's not supposed to taste good. Alcohol's not supposed to taste good. It's supposed to just make you stop feel feelings. Coors Light, Bud Light, let's go. Down the hatch.
That's wow. I'm surprised Laker hasn't called you yet to do any promotions.
Buck of beer. I mean, I didn't vote for Ford because of Buck of beer, but when I was younger, Buck of beer was where it was at.
Yes.
Laker, and there was another one.
Lakeport.
Lakeport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I had 4 buddies, and we would hang out at the one guy's house, and every day we would take a turn. So someone else had to bring a 2-4, right? Mm-hmm. So every few days you'd have to spend your $25 and bring a case of beer.
All right. Toronto Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Or Niagara Ice Dogs?
Oh. Okay, so...
And people probably don't know your backstory.
No, okay. So for the last 5 years, I've done a TV show in Niagara about the Niagara Ice Dogs. I've covered the Ice Dogs. I know the team well. I've met Brendan Perlini, Vince Dunn, Josh Hosang, all these types of guys. Robertson last year, Studnicka, Stephen Dillon, all these guys that are in the AHL, NHL, whatever. So I know them. They're great guys. I've met them. So I have that really personal relationship with that team, and I've loved that 5 years. But also when I was a kid, I loved baseball. I played rep baseball when I was 12 years old. I was at the game when Joe Carter hit the home run.
Really?
I have the jersey I was wearing when I was a little kid at that game. Up on my wall with the ticket stubs that me and my dad have. So that's a real. I'm gonna only because I live in Niagara and I love supporting local things. I'm gonna say keep the Ice Dogs, but it really hurts me to actually even answer that because I love both of those teams so much.
I'm glad I got you with that one.
Yeah, that was mean.
So this next one's meaner.
Okay, good.
Your oldest child or your youngest child?
Well, I don't want one of them dead.
I can't
have one dead. But if I had to ship one to boarding school.
Don't answer. Their friends will have YouTube soon. Yeah. Don't answer that question. You don't want them to pull that up. Hey, your dad's on YouTube.
Yeah. One of them
boarding school.
One of them gets better birthday presents forever.
He thought about it in less time than whether or not to get rid of his Blue Jays.
Yeah, it was an easier decision.
It really is.
So I have 2 little girls, 6 and 8, and they, I think, were brought to this planet to embarrass me. That's their only fucking purpose, is just to embarrass me. The other day we were at the park, just doing their thing, right, and it was time to go home, so I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm walking ahead in dad position, because I don't want to hear them or talk to them. I'm just like leading the tribe, right? And she starts, my oldest daughter just is like, Daddy, genie or magician? I don't know what stupid rock, paper, scissors game you're playing back there. I was like, I don't know, whatever, right? And she's like, no, Daddy, look, genie or magician. So I turn around, she's fucking yelling and pointing, and I told you I live in Beansville, the whitest place on earth. And she's, yeah, fucking elderly man from the Indian subcontinent sitting there with a turban and a sermon, and she's screaming, magician or genie? Yeah. So I was like, all right, this is a learning opportunity, right? Like I need to, so I just started fucking running. I was like, you're on your own. Like, I'm out. Like, are you fucking serious?
No, my real last question for you is George Carlin or Tom Segura?
So, I'm this, comedians are gonna hate this answer. But I don't love a lot of the older comedians. Not that I don't think the bridges they built were important, but it's real hard to have like timeless pieces, right? Like Carlin's 7 words you can't say on TV, that's timeless. It's one of the only timeless bits. But like if I want to sit down and laugh right now, I'm going to Tom Segura. I'm not going to George Carlin. If I want to like study the history of comedy, I'll go to George Carlin. So for me still today as a comedian, as someone who loves comedy, the point is to laugh. So if I had to choose one, I would 100% say Tom Segura, because I'm going to comedy to laugh, not necessarily have that history lesson. But I do respect and understand, you know, Carlin's place and Bill Hicks's place and those guys. But I'm not pulling up their YouTube clips because I just want to laugh for the next 10 minutes, right? I'm going to a Tom Segura for that.
Really? I disagree.
Me.
I mean, but this show's about you.
I get why people don't agree with that.
But comedy is the most subjective thing.
Well,
what might make you belly laugh?
Art is, but yes.
Well, comedy is a form of art.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So I'm just putting it in the whole.
Yeah. So what you perceive as the better of two or the more entertaining of two, it doesn't matter how other people perceive it, right?
Totally.
It's totally up to you. So you're allowed to be wrong. Like don't think that it's wrong that you are wrong. But you know that's your own.
But what you said there's the truth, right? It's very so like certain bits will send out a certain bit of nostalgia in certain people. You'll relate more or less to certain comedians, right? Like, I'm trying to think of the big Italian comedian. Like, he's small, but his comedy's really big right now. He had a Netflix special.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
I'm like, yeah, okay, Like, he doesn't hit it for me, but I don't have an Italian family. I didn't grow up in the life he grew up in. A lot of people did, so he hits that note with them, right? Mm-hmm. So that's part of the nostalgia stuff, right? So, I don't know, you like what you like. There's enough different people in the world that everyone can like something else, and you can create something else, because there's enough people out there with the internet and with just being able to drive instead of having to take horses everywhere. Like, you can find your people.
If you want to see DJ Brooks perform live, go to djbrooks23.wixsite.com/comedy, or you can check him out Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Your TV in Niagara.